They got velour. It's pretty nice. Okay, what can we talk about today? Let's talk about the playoffs, okay?
Talk about the atmosphere of that game last night, maybe?
Yeah, it's an interesting game to finish the season on. I don't know if I've seen one quite like that before.
Are you happy with the way the season's over and you can move on to the part that everyone's been looking forward to since, I don't know, November?
Yeah, I know it gets tedious for the people that have to cover it all the time, you reporters and
I meant your players.
Oh. The players. No, the players would like to go on and on forever. Yes, I think we are anxious to get into it. I think we enjoy playoff basketball as a team. We have. It's been successful for us in the last 4 years. 3 years. We've been very fortunate to have a situation where we've been able to get to the finals and win a couple times now. So I think the players are, a little bit curious as to how our health's going to be going in, what kind of physical capabilities we'll have. We've tried to stock this team up and get everybody ready to play, so in case we need guys, we'll have a full roster, 15 guys now with the addition of Trey Johnson. Brought Derek Character back last night, and hopefully we'll get Ebanks back during the course of these playoffs so that we'll have some practices and some team effort that can contribute to playing basketball a little better when we finish the season.
How much
Do
can
you guys know who this team is? When I say you went 0-3 after the All-Star break, 17-1, 4-5, then you went 2 straight. Who are you guys? What kind of team?
Well, we've had a very up and down finish. There's no doubt that the last 25 games, don't make sense in a lot of ways. Having a great win sequence of games and then losing 5 in a row from one Sunday to the next. Some of it's about the wear and tear of a season, obviously, but some of it's about just losing focus at some time that was, I think a disappointment to lose to Denver and kind of see our hopes fade to finish in first place. But that was a long shot all the way.
How much can Bynum give you? I think it was averaging.
I can't tell you that at all now. That's premature. We anticipate that he'll be able to do some practicing perhaps before the series begins on Sunday, but yet we don't know.
I think he was averaging 10 and 12 this month before he got hurt. I mean, are you hoping he can hit those numbers?
Certainly. We'd hope that he could do that and better. He's played better for us during stretches of the year, but right now it's about physically being capable.
Bill, the players are more intense during the playoffs. How does coaching change for the playoffs?
Well, when you play the same opponent at least 4 times in a 7-game series, you make adjustments, and you have a menu that changes from game to game, both offensively and defensively, and it makes the coaching, the use of video, the use of off-court time and on-court time the best, and you hope that your players can be nimble enough, both mentally and physically, to make adjustments as you go along.
Phil, if you entertain one non-basketball question, I know you probably addressed this last night, but what's been your response or how you've seen the reaction to what's happened with Kobe the last couple of days as a result of what he was caught saying on the sideline?
I really don't want to talk about that. I think that's a social thing that goes way beyond, the context of basketball and what we're doing. So it was talked about yesterday, and that's enough for me.
It was a pretty unusual regular season. At least it felt like it coming to the team. Just triple overtime games and the whole thing. I don't know if the last game had injuries and the like. Did you enjoy the process this year? Or?
Yeah. We had a year which we weren't happy about, being the European choice, of going over to Europe. I mean, that's something that you have to do as part of being a member of the NBA. And going over there, is going to disrupt the early part of the year. And, we went over there and lost some practice time by doing it. And yet, it's a team that should not have to have a whole lot of practice time. But still in all, it colored our start of the season in a certain way in which, we went really light with the players and light with the team. And I thought we got off to a pretty good start in the season. I mean, but we had a huge home-weighted schedule again. And, we used advantage to that and got off to a pretty good start, which gave our season, kind of an interesting beginning. We had some doldrums and midwinter blues, late January. We went off on a road trip in, early February and played pretty well until the end of that road trip and, showed some of our vulnerability at the end of that road trip. And then we came back and had a good run during the post-All-Star break. And so that all had kind of its own little case study as we went through it. We really didn't feel like we were going to have a season of 57 wins, which we ended up with. We thought we may be at 55, and some of my coaches guessed that we'd be in below 55 as they were guessing around. It's just a kind of a think tank session. But I thought we were capable of winning 60 games, and with the team returning and the guys having operations to bring them back into better health, hopefully. But we came out with a good number. We're in second place, and that's the goal we set during the post-All-Star challenge.